As it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. In motion goes Patrick. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 19. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A force made out there. He could not hold it on his 3rd down.
No surprise at all. Looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's James returning. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Officially 91 yards on the punt return. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, the option to give to Williams here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 3 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Mims in motion right. In motion goes Patrick. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On second down, Williams. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Third and goal, Wilson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try from 28 yards out. Marr able to put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
That's returnable now for Smith. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Wilson running left on the option. Now bottled up. It's out. It's loose. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be not well behind the line of scrimmage.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with the pick. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back to back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yes, let's get it right there, baby.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Denver.
Here's Wilson to throw. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. Judy. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And these guys have gone back in the closing stages of the first half. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions in the final. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2,
look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. Start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
A quick throw caught by Rice. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Rice with a nice catch, and he had to be happy on draft day. I would say ecstatic, getting a chance to join the Kansas City offense. And you know what? Kansas City was awfully happy to get him, too. A physical guy will go underneath and inside, take a hit, and make the catch anyway.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A give right side for Pacheco. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a...
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this one also slowly developing as he's maybe getting back into the line of scrimmage. Not much more than that. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They go play action with Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Felix and Udike Uzama make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
A loss of 8 yards.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And they'll go on the ground. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. The busy night continues for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Williams. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run. It's Williams. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now here's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. On the return, it's James. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Singleton making the play defensively. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there. And he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You